Yo, what up, what up? It's your man Ken Billions on the check-in. Happy New Year. And this live is about 5 master keys. These are my 5 master keys for 2019 to have incredible confidence. I don't think a person can have enough confidence, so that's what I want to talk about. And I think confidence is essential in order to move forward, in order to get where we would like to go. I think confidence is super important. So, I wrote 5 master keys of what I think would work for a person to have incredible confidence for 2019. So, hope you enjoy it. Hope you take some notes. Hope you can use it. And we'll see how we are at the end of the year. So, again, welcome. If you don't know me, it's Ken Brisbon, Ken Billions on the check-in. So hopefully all is well for your new year, and I hope that you are staying true to your New Year's resolutions. I see the gym parking lot is not as crowded as it was on the 1st of the month of January, and it looks like it's dwindled down. But I want to tell you, whatever your New Year's resolution was or is, keep it going. Don't lose steam. Don't get to November to be making more New Year's resolutions. Stay on the path. Don't give up on your New Year's resolution. Don't. Whether that was weight loss, whether that was financial, whether that was relationships or travel. It's not supposed to be easy. If it was, then it wouldn't mean shit. So don't give up on your New Year's resolution. Stay steadfast and continue to fight the good fight. All right? So, welcome to everybody that joins me on the live. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with your man Can Be. All right, and I appreciate you. So come through wherever you are and relax and allow me to minister to your ears. Today we are talking about confidence, and we're talking about the master keys. I wrote 5 things down that I would consider very important if you apply these things that came to me. If you apply these things, I believe you'll be able to scale your business. I believe you'll be able to make some more major moves, attract mentors, maybe earn a little more, see a little more, live a little more, love a little more, and enjoy yourself on this life. So I wrote down 5 master keys that I think can help a person achieve incredible confidence. But before I get to that, let me also tell you, for the ladies, I gave some game for the ladies in my new ebook. It's called The Whole Rules, and it's an approach of if I had a little sister, how I would tell her to go about the game, because I see a lot of girls take L's when it comes to their sexuality. I don't believe hoe is life. I don't believe hoeing for free is smart. I believe if you're going to fuck people, I believe that you should get compensated, because the universe is mental, not emotional. And for some reason, people have a problem putting a dollar amount to their existence. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's a huge mistake, especially in the realms of capitalism. You have to put a dollar amount to your existence. You can't show up for free. There's no such thing as free lunch. But for some reason, money or it makes people very, very uncomfortable. So people make emotional decisions. And I wouldn't advise a chick to step out in the world, a young sister of mine, a cousin of mine, that needs some mind, and to make irresponsible sexual decisions because guys do it. That's a flaw that guys have. And I see that women are inheriting that flaw. And I think that's a mistake for free, because it's the girl that's going to pay the most, not the guy. So I wrote the book called The Whole Rules. And if you want to check that out, the game is crazy in that you can check that link right there that I pinned. Okay. So again, it's just my approach. If I had a vagina, I definitely wouldn't make a lot of decisions that women make. I would go about the game way different. Excuse me. All right. So you can start having some resource increase and financial increase instead of excuse increase and loss increase and baby and stretch mark increase. There's no return on investment for that, right? Unless your baby becomes LeBron, but most women's children won't. All right? So, the subject matter for today is 5 master keys to have incredible confidence for 2019. So if you have a pen and paper, maybe you want to write one of these down. I'm sure one of these things you can use in your life to help you have to help you go for to a real level up. All right, you might not everything, you might can't use everything, but I believe one of these things that you can use. All right, so briefly, I wanted to talk about confidence because that's something that I didn't grow up with, because my household was a household that had lack, because confidence is a science. So I believe mothers and fathers love their children, but I don't believe they understand or know how important confidence is, okay? So sometimes the children in the house can be furniture, and the parents are not ministering to the child. They're not developing the child. You know, a lot of mothers or fathers say, you know what, I'm doing the best that I can. And what that means is they're doing the best that they can with the information that they have. And many parents make the vital mistake of not developing their children on a psychological level. They buy them sneakers, they get them PS4s, you know, they show them a level of attention, but they don't develop the the spirit man of the child, okay? So what happens is you have grown adults that are not confident, and you can tell they're not confident in the decision making and the words that they use. So my household was a household of lack. You know, I would accept anything. It was pretty much anything goes, because I wasn't taught the science of well-being. I wasn't taught the science of self-preservation. I wasn't taught the science of how powerful it was to say no. So I would accept things, and I would think that, you know what, because of my environment, everything was all good. So I would put myself in abusive situations, in abusive relationships, in abusive environments, because my confidence was low. So I would sleep with women. I would hang with mad people that didn't have my best interests. I would put myself in harm's way, taking penitentiary chances, taking times where I could die, you know, all because of lack of confidence, okay? And confidence is in the household. When the child walks in from school to when they wake up and go to sleep, they should have confidence as confidence should be in their diet. Okay, that's very, very, very important. And when you look at the community, the people, their issue is not economics. That's a myth, I believe. That's a myth, I believe. The go-to is racism, economic opportunities. Poverty is the reason people conduct themselves the way they do. But I don't believe that. I believe people conduct themselves the way they do because of confidence. Because confidence is a tool. It's a psychological tool that we use to navigate through this life. The reason why I know that economics is not the problem of the people is because that economics has nothing to do with people throwing trash on the ground and there's a garbage can there. Economics has nothing to do with dilapidated buildings. That's a confidence thing. Okay, that's a confidence thing. You know, a hood becomes a hood because of what is going on inside of the people, and what's going on inside of the people manifests itself in the physical reality. So the world looks chaotic because the minds of man is chaotic, right? Things happen in the unseen first before they happen in the seen. Okay, make sure you share and like the video, right? Let's get these likes up, all right? It's free to like, okay? Don't worry, I won't tell nobody that you like my video. I'll keep it a secret, okay? So, I struggled years and years and years and years and years. because of lack of confidence, because I did not know any better. I didn't even know that it was missing. And I didn't even know that was the role of a parent. I thought they just go to work and put food on the table, right? But parenting is much more intricate than that. Confidence must be part of that diet. Confidence is a form of nutrition. You know, especially if you have young sons, it's important that you seed into your sons in terms of the word. And I'm talking about character building and forming integrity and things like that. It's very, very, very important. If not, then the male child will put themselves in compromising situations. Maybe it's gangs, maybe it's running around with chicks, anything, okay? Make sure that you build your sons up, okay? So let's get into the 5 master keys. These are my 5 master keys to have incredible confidence for 2019. Are you ready? Master key number 1 to have incredible confidence for 2019. Are you ready? Master key number 1 is protect your eyes and protect your ears. Okay? Master key number 1 to have incredible confidence for 2019 is protect your eyes and protect your ears. This is very, very, very important. There is no bathroom stall for the things that we receive through our eyes and through our ears. There is no a diet plan for the things that enter our eyes and enter our ears, okay? The things that enter our eyes and enter our ears ends up becoming home, okay? The things we listen to and the things that we watch have a major effect on us, especially right now when we live in a realm of garbage. There is not much innovation going on in terms of thought. Many people are hitting their head on the creative ceiling because no one or not many people are pushing the envelope in terms of the narrative, right? The narrative is very, very dry. And I feel sorry for young people that are on the internet and it's filled with people that are not creative and they're making content. We live in an era of garbage and there's no value. Everybody is on fuck shit. So it's important for you to protect your eyes and protect your ears. Okay? It's important for you to pull away from the crowd and take the path that take the road less chosen for people. Right? And that's stepping off the scene. While everyone's gossip talking about Soulja Boy, you got your mind on your money. All right? While everyone is focused on where Anthony Davis is going to get traded to, you got your mind on your family. Yo, let me tell you something. If you're focused right now, you have a severe advantage over millions of people. Because right now, I'm telling you what I know. People are unfocused. People don't want achievement. People don't want success. People want drama. How do I know? Because look at all the sites that push drama and look at the subscriptions. If people weren't interested in that, then these people would have to find a new business model. But because they don't have to, because, you know what I'm saying? They love it. My phone was tripping. Can you guys see me? I'm good? Can you guys see me? Let me know if I'm straight. I see my phone interrupted for a second. Let me know if I'm straight. Okay, so right now, if you are focused, you have an advantage over people as if you had, put it like this, you don't need big muscles right now. You don't need a fancy car right now. You don't need to be 6'7" right now. You don't need weapons of mass destruction right now. All you need right now is the ability to hyper-focus. And that right now will give you the advantage over millions of people. Yo, all you have to do is go outside. Look where everybody's neck is doing. Everyone is like this. Everyone is on their phone. And they're not on their phone. They're not on their phone doing e-commerce. If I'm lagging or if I'm pausing, just come out and come right back in, okay? Just go out and come right back in. People on their phone are not doing e-commerce, okay? And they're not everybody, But the majority of people, when you see they're looking down on the phone, they're not doing e-commerce. They're not transferring money. No, they're on gossip sites. They're doing fuck shit. And what that is doing is it's underdeveloping the people. So right now, you want to use the time to make serious upgrades. And the way that you do that is protect your eyes and your ears. Okay? Hear no evil, see no evil. When you see people gossiping, you go the other way. When you hear people talking about anything that will not help you develop, you go the other way. And that right there will help your confidence. Unconfident people have conversations about others, right? Scroll down YouTube. The majority of content is about other people's lives. Let me tell you what happens. Something happens in the media, right? And then everyone goes and makes a video. They react off someone else's behavior. So people's content right now is opinions about opinions. Okay? Someone will give an opinion, and then people will say, what is your reaction to that opinion? That right there is not innovative. You have to protect your eyes and your ears, because right now we're having an inflation on time, time inflation. And what that means is time inflation works just like money inflation. So where you don't get the same value that you got from $20 years ago, you don't get the same value for 24 hours. If you notice that you could wake up at 3 in the morning, and by the time it's time for you to go to sleep at night, you'll be like, God damn, it does not feel like I got enough done today. That's time inflation, because I believe we're in another dimension, but that's another story. So you want to aggressively attack your goals. You want to have hyper focus in an aggressive manner, because you're not going to get enough value out of your time. Okay? So protect your eyes and your ears, and I'm telling you, you'll have hella confidence if you start doing that. Okay? If you filter your social media for only informative content, that'll help your confidence. What I mean is, get rid of the person that constantly vents about their family. You don't need to follow them. That has nothing to do with your coins. Get rid of the person that all year long, their conversation has been on a low level. Don't follow sites that don't upload content that you can take and use immediately. Okay? So you want to protect your eyes and your ears. Again, there's no bathroom for the things that go in your eyes and your ears. You can eat some McDonald's and you'll go to the restroom, right? Your stomach will get upset. You can drink some bullshit and you'll go to the restroom, right? Your body will discard it. But your body does not discard things that it sees and things that it hears. So you want to be very, 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 very protective of the things you listen to and the things that you hear. You want to be very protective, okay? So the first master key to have incredible confidence for 2019, it is very simple. It's not that hard. And it's protect your eyes and your ears, right? Make people earn you. The things that you give your attention to, make people earn it. Don't give your attention to anybody. Shit, not even me. Make me earn it. How do you make me earn it? By constantly stepping my conversation up. If I begin to talk to you in a manner that doesn't help you, don't give me your attention. Make me earn that shit. And do that for everybody. And that's checks and balances. Okay? Start looking at yourself like you are a billionaire. If you are a billionaire, do you think that you would listen to what the masses listen to? Do you think that you would watch the things that the masses listen to? No, you wouldn't. There would be a line in the sand. There would be a separation between you and them. Okay? So the first master key to have incredible confidence for 2019 is protect your eyes and your ears. Very, very important, very vital, and I think that'll help your confidence. Many of us have low confidence because we don't protect our eyes and our ears. That's valuable, people. If your body is really a temple, what are the doors and the windows to the temple? Your ears is a temple. your ear is a door and your eyes are the windows, right? So be mindful of that, okay? Be mindful of that. If your body is a temple, then you need to put locks and keys in all the entry points. No trespass. For things to get your attention, it has to be valuable. Cool? Master key number 1, protect your eyes and your ears. Let's move on. Master key number 2, to have incredible confidence for 2019. Hey, make sure we get these likes up. Share the video. Stop playing. All right? Master key number 2, to have incredible confidence for 2019. Make vertical decisions. Make vertical decisions. That is the second master key to have incredible confidence for 2019. Let me explain what I mean when I say make vertical decisions. Most people make horizontal decisions. Their decisions is based on linear time and linear lines, a straight line. But when you make a vertical decision, you go straight up in the air. If the government wanted to shoot a nuclear weapon, it wouldn't shoot the missile straight. It would actually shoot it straight up, and the weapon would drop down on its target, okay? We want to have a straight vertical path to our goals, not horizontal. Maybe baby boomers and people of old, they made decisions horizontally, okay? They said, you know what, in 45 years, I'll get a promotion. And I don't knock those people because many of those people worked very hard to pass your ass things and you squandered it, okay? So I don't want to disrespect those people, but many of those people, based off the information that they knew, they made vertical decisions. The decisions they made was not, it wasn't worth 5-year increments. Let me tell you what I mean by that. The way vertical decisions work is one good decision is worth 5 years, okay? That means you make one decision is worth the common person's 5-year plan, okay? So that means that one decision allows you to be, that one decision allows you to have the same productivity as the regular person's 5-year growth, right? 5-year growth. How does that sound? That's vertical growth, okay? Now, imagine you can make 2 decisions worth vertical growth in 1 year. That's a 10-year productivity of the common person, and you did that in 2 years. Now, that requires hyper-focus too, right? But I'm talking about making decisions that move the needle, making decisions that change your life, right? Decisions that are rooted in vertical growth thrust you past your competition, okay? Look at the decisions that Elon Musk makes. Elon Musk has the productivity, Elon Musk has the productivity of an 80-year-old man. Look at what he's done with PayPal. Look at what he's done with Tesla. Now look at what he's done with SpaceX, right? Look how fast his things are moving. Jeff Bezos is not a 100-year-old man, okay? He's worth 130 billion. So that means his decision making, his vertical growth is in increments of 100 years, because it'll take the average smart person 100 years to be able to duplicate Jeff Bezos' productivity even 25%. Okay? That's ill. That's ill. So what you do is, if you don't understand vertical growth and vertical decisions, just look at the people that are dominating in the marketplace. Okay? These people are they're making generational moves in one lifetime. Right? They're making generational moves in one lifetime. Again, look at Elon Musk. Check his age, okay? And then look at all the things that he's accomplished. That's the productivity of 10,000 people, all right? So I believe that if you're committed to making vertical decisions for 2019, that would increase your confidence and put you on a supreme thinking and a supreme personality level. Okay? Follow me. One decision rooted in vertical growth is worth 5 years. Okay? That puts you 5 years ahead of your competition. If you make 2 dope-ass decisions for 2019 rooted in vertical growth, that's 10 years. Now that's 2 things that you did in 2019. Now what happens if you do 3? Now you have elevated yourself 15 years past your competition, 15 years past your peer group based off 3 decisions that you made in 1 year. Now, let's magnify that. What if you had 5 to 10 years of vertical growth, and each year you had 3 decisions rooted in vertical growth? Come on, man. Come on, man. Like, think about that. The gap between you and your peers would be as wide as the Grand Canyon. The gap between you and your traumatizing experiences from your family would be wide as the Atlantic Ocean. All right? It's not about saying, you know what, when I'm 65, you know what, my life will look like this. No. How can we make 65-year-old decisions at 35? How can we get the same results of a 65-year-old that made the right choices? How can we get those decisions in 2 years? Right? It takes a long time to build wealth, but we can get rich very quickly. Okay? Because rich is just a dollar amount. Okay? Wealth is something else. It's about getting this shit quickly. Okay? It ain't about, you know what, if your dream pops off when you're 70, that's dope. I don't knock that. But the plan is to be retired before 45. And when I say retired, that means we have purchased our time back. Right? This is anti-struggle at 45. No, sir. I got 10 years. Okay? So the second master key is make vertical decisions. All right? Just to make sure people are following along, what is one decision worth that's rooted in vertical growth? Someone tell me what's one decision worth. Someone put it in the chat. What is one decision worth when you're operating in vertical growth? 5 years. Thank you, ma'am. One dope decision is worth 5 years. You know, I can go down a list of people, men and women, who made decisions rooted in vertical growth, okay? And they changed their life and their family's trajectory, right? They have, listen, I remember when Oprah had her talk show, okay? I remember Fat Oprah, all right? I remember Oprah. Now, Oprah was making decisions based on vertical growth. You understand? Because understand something. To be able to amass assets that are worth $1 billion by 60, to be a dark-skinned woman in America, you don't understand the probability of that. You feel me? This is a dark-skinned woman from America that is a billionaire. That means her decisions were based on vertical growth. She was not thinking horizontally. She was making decisions that would separate her from her peer group, that would elevate her to a level that she even supersedes her culture. Maybe you quite don't understand who I'm talking about. This woman has catapulted herself above white males in the world. She has She has a gap between her and the average white man in the world that is from here to Mars. Now that's vertical growth. That's amazing networking. That's strategic thinking. And that is taking your pen to the pad and writing out your future in such a manner that it scares you how big the dream is. Now that's audacity. And it's many like her. J.K. Rowling's. It's many like her. Okay? So the second master key for vertical growth, the second master key to have incredible confidence is make vertical decisions. And a vertical decision is worth 5 years. All right? Right? Vertical decisions completely change your life quickly, but you have to be ready for it. You have to prepare for success. You don't have to prepare to be broke. You don't have to prepare for poverty. Poverty requires no accountability. Poverty requires no maturity. Poverty requires no meditation. Success requires discipline, success requires accountability, and success requires high levels of maturity and patience. It's not for everybody. So if you're plan on being successful and you're going to get successful by making vertical decisions, that means you're going to skyrocket very fast, but you have to be prepared for your blessings or it will skip you. Because man, this world is abundant as hell, and if you make the right decisions from a calendar year, January to January, man, I promise you, you'll find yourself being overwhelmed by how much your life changed. I'm telling you from personal experience. You would bug out how your life has changed in one calendar year. So you gotta be prepared for it. I'm only telling you what I know because I'm living the dream right now. All right? Master key number 3, and ladies, make sure you check out the new ebook. Fellas, even get it for your girl. The whole rules right there. Click the link down low. The third master key to have amazing, incredible, enthusiastic confidence for 2019, don't sip tea, drink water. I'll tell you what I mean by that. Don't sip tea, drink water. What does that mean? We live in a tea culture, okay? We live in a gossip culture, okay? We live in the intellectual dark ages right now. Now that's interesting because we're in the information age, but we're also in a thought dark age at the same time because this age is not producing great minds or great thinkers. And if they are, they're not coming out of every culture. Right? They're not coming out of every culture. Some cultures are not producing great minds. Okay? They're producing copies and they're producing trash. Okay? So don't sip tea, drink water. Right? When people go to gossip, they're always talking about tea. But we don't need tea, we need water. And if you're drinking Lipton tea, it has high fructose corn syrup in it. So what kind of tea are you drinking? Brisk iced tea, right? That has high fructose corn syrup in it. It has sugar in it. We don't need tea. We need water, okay? Tea, shade, and gossip is the diet of the masses. We live in dragging culture. We live in cancel culture. Every day someone else is getting canceled because they say something that the people don't agree with. So they get canceled and they get dragged. But guess what? Dragging is vertical movement. Because when you are moving, dragging is horizontal movement, So just imagine someone being dragged on the internet or dragged in real life. That is a horizontal move. But when you're moving vertical, you need a light book bag, right? You need a light book bag so you can't drag. When you're having vertical growth, you don't drag. And you need water in your tank so you're not going to sip tea. And you don't deal with gossip because you're moving at such a velocity that you don't hear any kind of thing that doesn't resonate with your path. You feel me? If you notice, flies only are attracted to objects moving slow. Shit, right? Animals walking real slow. Flies never attach themselves to fast-moving objects. And right now, this is a society of flies. And the only way they can catch up with you is if you're moving extremely slow. Do you think a fly can keep up with a jet breaking the sound barrier? Of course not. You know what I'm saying? So you have to decide right now and look at your life and say, you know what? I got a lot of flies around me. How is that possible? Because you have to be staying still. In fact, if you look at water, when water goes bad, it stops moving. It becomes a swampland, okay? Water, to remain fresh, has to keep moving, all right? So you have to keep moving. You got to be like Neo in the Matrix. When they start dragging and they start doing the T and they start doing what they do, you already know what they do, because guaranteed there's going to be something tomorrow. Somebody's going to be under investigation. Somebody for some type of sexual assault. This celebrity will say something that the public doesn't agree with. This person will be getting exposed. All that is tea. But if you want to have amazing confidence, you drink water. Therefore, if any information is not valuable and equitable to you, you denounce it. You deny it. You understand? Don't drink tea. And if you find yourself listening to people being exposed, then you'll know that you're not in a new season. You're in the old season. You'll know you're in a new season because you're going to start making new mistakes. You'll know you're in a new season because some days you're going to be uncertain, because you're going to have to problem solve. You're going to have to figure things out because you're in a new place, and the things that you used to do, won't work in this new season. Okay? Things you did prior to get results is not going to work in your new season. Okay? So you'll know where everybody's at by what? Let me think about that. Thought came to me. Check this out. How can someone love you, right? How can someone love you? A friend, anyone that's important to you. How can someone love you and they gossip with you? How can someone love you and they want you to be a part of someone being exposed, right? That shit is trash. That's nasty. You know what I'm saying? Imagine me sharing bleach with you, right? Imagine me sharing something that's not good for me and me sharing it to you. I don't love you. I don't fuck with you, right? So you have to ask yourself, are you sipping tea or are you sipping water? Are you moving vertically? Are you moving horizontally? Because people that are dragging, they're moving horizontally, straight path. I know where to find them. When an object goes straight up in the air, baby, it eventually disappears. You move in that straight line, I know where to find you. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you get them likes and them shares up. Okay? Drinking water and not tea right now will give you a competitive advantage amongst your peers. And that's what it's about right now. It's about having the advantage. And for some reason, we live in a society that is uncompetitive right now. And it looks down on winners. And it elevates losers. We live in a time right now that wants to elevate the derelict. We live in a time right now that wants to elevate the imbecile and look down on the overachiever and look down on the winner and look down on the man and woman that did the work, and now they are on top of the food chain. They are an apex predator in terms of achievement. We look down on that. But the person laying flat on the ground, doing absolutely nothing, the culture would like to elevate that person. No person left behind. Check this out. Life is about keeping it moving. This train is on a one-way path to winning and success. You either hop on or you don't. Okay? Drink tea, no, drink water, not tea. All right? Drink water, not tea. That is the third master key to have amazing success for 2019. Drink water, not tea. All right? Master key number 4. Very important. Oh, man. When I was writing these notes down, I just thought about when I didn't live this master key right here. And, man, my life was so chaotic, man. Oh, gosh. I'm embarrassed, when I look at some of the things that I used to do and my ways of thinking. I'm embarrassed. I can't believe that, I did some of those things and thought the way that I thought. So this one right here, I hope it releases the chains off a lot of people so you can tap into your individualism and you can move forward and you can start living a life that's suitable for you. The fourth master key is rise above the culture. Rise above the culture. Embrace all the things that make you unique. And I want you to pick and choose what you would like to inherit. Okay? I want you to pick, pardon me. I want you to pick and choose the things you would like to inherit. Let me tell you what I mean by that. When you are born, you're born in a culture, and your inheritance is not necessarily life insurance. Your inheritance is not necessarily land, but if it is, oh man, great, you're ahead, right? But for most of us, that's not our inheritance. Our inheritance is history, okay? And we are linked to a culture that celebrates failure. We are linked to a culture that is always in pain. We are linked to a culture, modern day, that identify with everything trash. That is our inheritance. And if you divorce that or you try to wiggle through that, they say there's something wrong with you. They say that you ain't down or you're not real because you see yourself in a different space and things are unacceptable to you. So I want you to pick and choose what you want to inherit. You can inherit the achievement of Paul Robeson. That's a great person to look at. You can inherit the achievements of Adam Clayton Powell. That is a great person to model yourself after. You can look at the lives of Josephine Baker and say, wow, this was an amazing woman. You can inherit that, okay? That's your choice. But the same way you can pick Paul Robeson to inherit, Josephine Baker to inherit, Adam Clayton Powell to inherit, you can also not pick being associated with a culture that identifies with failure. You can also pick not to be affiliated or associated with a culture that has a bad relationship towards money. You can also divorce yourself of a culture that has a bad relationship with America. America is the shit. America is great. Don't let no one trick you. Don't let no one trick you. Because when a culture has an identity of failure, they'll impose that ideology on you. And it'll set you back to the point where opportunity be right in front of your face, and you're not able to identify it because you see the world through a loser's lens. And that's what happens when you inherit the narrative of certain cultures. Okay? You have a right to design your own life. You have a right to be the director of your own movie. Don't let these people trick you out of your light. You understand? You don't have to inherit the curse of blackness, or you don't have to inherit redneck ideology or trailer park ideology. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to accept that. Those things, history, came before you, but you are the mystery. And the mystery is more important than the history, because the mystery goes everywhere with you. When everywhere you go, there you are, in this realm and the next. You will always be the mystery. History stays here. What happens on earth stays on earth. And if you want to have incredible confidence for 2019, you're going to have to be the director of your own movie. You're going to have to be the author of your own book. And if you live a narrative that you did not agree with, you did not sign off on, if you live that narrative, you are asking for, if you live that life, what you are doing is not making yourself available for grace and favor. This culture, this society does not have grace and favor on it. And if you accept the narrative, then you are blocking all your opportunity to acquire your tools. Okay? Your tools are going to come from the inside and out. And if you align yourself with this culture of failure, you're blocking your opportunity to get your tools. Some of your tools is wisdom. Some of your tools is clairvoyancy. Some of your tools is the ability to always be on time. Some of your skills is the ability to read people, to be able to look up in the clouds or the sky and know when it's going to rain, right? Don't do that. Don't give up your skills. It's kind of like X-Men. Everybody has a particular mutant power, okay? But you're not able to tap into it if you continue to align yourself with a culture that celebrates failure. It eats its young. There is no level up. You feel me? So the fourth master key is rise above the culture. At this point in the game, you want to be in the advanced class, okay? You want to be the scientist and not the experiment, okay? If you align yourself with people, let's say social justice people, right? Social justice. They're out there, they got their signs and they're picketing and they're on Twitter and they're going back and forth and they're making videos about how life is unfair. Life is not unfair. Life is life. It's not designed to be easy. People want easy. It's designed to test you. Everything in nature, which is real reality, watch the Discovery Channel if you want to watch a reality show. Watch animals hunt. Watch animals run for their life. Everything in nature is trying to eat each other. Humanity is no different, okay? So for people that want to have a fantasy reality of no challenge, they'll never have access to their particular skill. Because when the society presses up against you and you fight back, okay, you access your skills. You access your wisdom. You need some type of conflict or a protagonist to know who you are. Okay? That's how it works. But you have to fight the good fight. All right? You can't live in fantasy. So you want to make shit happen, not ask what happened. This is a culture that asks what happened. Continually asking what's going on and what's happening, but never making shit happen. You want to be the scientist conducting the experiment. You don't want to be part of the experiment. So all you got to do is step back and just watch. Just observe. Remove yourself, okay? And keep removing yourself, because this life is a circle and 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 a circle. So each time you upgrade in your intellect, you take a step back and you remove yourself. And you become the eagle, having the ability to look at life from the aerial view. While everybody's peopling, you remove yourself. Yo, it's value in that, yo. There is no value by being associated with the masses. You are a peon. You do not matter in the grand scheme of things, okay? It's valuable when you walk away, right? And you look at this thing called life from the outside, and you can see more. There's a saying, the closer you are to something, the less you see. The reason why you can't see the culture is because you're in it. The reason why you can't see the trash nature is because you're in it. You believe in it, okay? You believe that one day it's going to be a utopia. No, it's a dystopia, right? You believe it. And I'm telling you to walk away. I'm telling you to move back a little bit, because the closer you are to something, the less you see it. You understand? All right? So, the fifth and final master key to live an incredible life. This is very important, and this is going to require some participation from you guys. All right? This is the fifth and final master key to live an amazing life for 2019. All right? And it is create a life or death vision board. I want you to create a life and death vision board. Now, this goes hand in hand with the other master key of vertical growth. All right? Create a vision board based on life or death. Your goals must be a matter of life and death. And what I mean by that is, if you were choking right now, you would fight with all your might to grab air. Right? You would fight with all your might to grab air. Okay? So, you want to approach your goals the same way and put yourself on deadlines with things. And treat those goals like life or death. Okay? It is life or death if you don't get to X, Y, and Z. All right? And you have to understand, the things that you desire to do is the reason why you're here. So look next to you to the left. Look next to you to the right. Is the area that you live in, is it a vehicle to help you do the things that you want to do and get the places that you need to go? Look left and look right again. Look at the people in your life. What purpose do they play in your life? If you separate your feelings for them and you like them, if you look at them objectively, what purpose do they play in your life? A lot of people think being an opportunist is wrong. No, it is not. Animals are opportunists. Do you understand? We should always be looking for opportunity. Okay? Look left and look right. Look at the people in your life. Do they fit into your life or death vision board? Now look at the people in your life in terms of skills. Look at the people in your life in terms of productivity and availability. Woo. Productivity and availability. How productive is your best friend? How available is your best friend? How productive is your wife? How available is your wife? How productive is your husband? How available is your husband? Now take away your baby feelings. Look at productivity. How much do they produce? Because that's what it's all about. Because one day you and I are going to be gone. We are going to be dead, and new life is going to be walking this planet, right? And the only thing that we're going to have to show for our existence is our productivity, while our names are going to disappear through the annals of history, through the corridors of history, right? And the only thing that we're going to have left to speak for us is the things that we put our hands on. You agree? So I want you to look at everybody in your life's productivity, okay? Think about it. Again, separate if the person has good D or not. Separate if she has a pretty vagina, okay? Separate if that's your friend since high school. Separate that. That's emotions. The Kabbalion teaches us that what? The universe is mental, not emotional. All right? So I want you to separate your emotions, and I want you to look at the game objectively. Okay? Look to the left, look to the right. Do the people on the left or right fit into your life or death vision board? And be honest about that, okay? Now, here's where you come in. Here's where I want you guys to take it a step further. And I'm gonna know how serious you are. And I need at least 5 people to do this, because I'm serious about vertical growth, and I'm serious about helping people create a life or death vision board. Now, I want at least 5 people to go through their phone right now. I don't know how you can do it with me talking. Maybe you could come back or whatever. I want 5 people, right? I want 5 people to erase 5 numbers out of their phone right now that does not contribute to life or death vision board. I want you to erase 5 people out your phone right now that when you think about their productivity, they're not improving, they're not increasing. And if you times their productivity by 10 years, what is it that they have? What is it that they have produced? Be honest with yourself. Because it's like having clothes in a closet that's old and don't fit. You'll trick yourself into thinking you have shit to wear. And when you have numbers in your phone and people around you that do nothing, it's like having those clothes in your closet that you can't use. You'll trick yourself into thinking that you have a support system, right? You'll trick yourself into thinking that it's people around you that has your best interest. That's not true. We are grown. We are not in at daycare where a person could just play with us in the sandbox and it's fine. No. Listen, if you can't be used, you are useless. I live by the motto. Good friend told me this years ago, and I understand it so much right now. Don't misuse, use, but don't abuse. Don't misuse, use, but don't abuse, right? If you can't be used, you are useless. If you can't be used, then you are useless. I want to be used. I want people to use me, because if people use me, that means I have something of value to offer. I don't want my phone dry, but I want the people that call me wanting to use me, because that'll allow me to activate my skills. Don't misuse me though. You feel me? Don't misuse, use, but don't abuse. Yes, family too. Family is an action. Mother is an action. Sister is an action. That is something that we're doing. That is something that we're being. We are being family. That means movement. Family is not a stationary concept. Family is a thing that moves. It's a force. Sister, brother, those are forces. Those are things that move. They don't stay still. So if it's family that's part of those 5 numbers, hey man, it is what it is. I'm sure there was a time where people took me out their phone, okay? And if they took me out their phone, they had every right, because obviously, maybe I wasn't talking correctly. They have absolutely every right to do a self-audit on themselves, and if I don't match up with their life or death goals, they should remove me out of their life. Yo, no hard feelings. No hard feelings. It's not personal, right? It is not personal. So what I want you to do, I need 5 people. I need 5 people to go in their phone and erase 5 numbers, because what I want you to do is I want you to give yourself space. I want yourself to give yourself room for people that want to come in your life and use you positively, and they want you to use them positively. I want you to give yourself space. Open your phone up. Okay? I need you to 5 people. I need you to delete 5 people out of your phone that do absolutely nothing for you. 5. If you have erased 5 people out of your phone since I said it, press 1. I need to know. Because the 5th master key of to create a life or death vision board. For you to do that, man, you gotta be cold as hell, and you have to pick your purpose over personalities. Who has that guts to pick themselves over the bullshit? Who has the guts for that? Press 1 if you erase 5 people out your phone. Right now. Keep it real. Don't even lie to me. You went right through your phone and you seen 5 numbers and you identified that they do not fit in your life or death vision board. Right now. How many people could do that? Right? How many people, because this is about confidence, how many people are confident that those 5 numbers that you erase, you can replace them with people that want to work with you, with people that want to seed into your life, with people that want to be used by you, that you are confident that you can replace these people with people that think about your well-being when they're not talking to you. They constantly think about how they can help you. Don't be afraid to remove people out of your life. That's that struggle shit when you have lack of confidence, because you don't believe that you can have meaningful relationships. So you're hanging on to things and people that do absolutely positively nothing for you because you don't believe that you can have it your way. Are you crazy? You are born in America right now. You can have it your way, whatever you want. You want a Bentley? You can get that. You want 5 boyfriends? You can get that. You want 5 girlfriends? You can get that. What is it that you want? Right? But what are you willing to give up, though? That's the thing. And if it's only 5 people out your phone, if you can't do that, then how the hell can you get $1 million? Or how the hell can you find the love of your life? You got too much shit in your way. That's a confidence thing. You got the numbers in your phone because it makes you feel safe. You're running around collecting people. I understand, though. I've done that. But you're not confident in your ability to go out into the world and people see something in you and make new relationships, so you're still holding on to people that don't matter. Everybody should at least erase 5 numbers out their phone. It doesn't matter. Y'all wasn't going to do shit anyway. What are you missing? What are you missing? And 9 times out of 10, those people that you need to erase are people that will never allow you to wiggle and go into your new season because they still know you as the old you. So they're going to have an old you conversation. And anytime y'all talk, it's always going to be based on some type of nostalgia. Yo, remember when we used to do this? Or remember when we used to do that? And they're not going to allow you to move forward because they can't accept the new you. If you don't believe me, try to do business with old people that you know. Start a business and see if they support you. They can't view you as a business person. They know you from 7th grade. They know you from 11th grade. They know you from college. They know you by the family nickname, Pookie, Junebug, Man. Right? Real shit. So you need people that see you as you are right now, not people holding on to an ideal of you. That's very important. Right? Because if you have a metamorphosis, how can you have a metamorphosis and you got old people in your life? The only way that you can take them with you is if they have a metamorphosis not like yours, but similar to yours, where they have their own metamorphosis to the point where you guys are both doing different things, but you guys can see each other for where you at now. That's super important. You feel me? And a lot of times we can't move forward because of those numbers in our phone, because we have survivor's guilt. We're afraid to move forward on the people that we love. Because maybe you're the smartest person in your family. Maybe you have more motivation than your cousins or your best friend, and you dumb yourself down because you're afraid to leave them in the dust. So you underachieve on purpose. That's a confidence thing. That's what this was all about, confidence. You underachieve because of your love. Your love is being used against you. It's people that you love in your life, and they're not going where you're going. And because of that, and because you have an open heart, and you want to bring everybody with you, man, guess what you do? You dumb yourself down because they can't go with you. No. Ain't you tired of that? Ain't you tired of people that aren't as more intelligent than you, having more than you? Ain't you tired of sitting on all that potential, all that dynamite? Ain't you tired of not using your intelligence? Because nature works funny. If you don't use it, you will lose it, and it will go to someone else. You got to use your gifts. Ain't you tired? Ain't you tired? So again, everybody on this chat should go through that phone right now and pick 5 numbers. 5 numbers. Let me ask you something. For all the people that pick 1 and you picked 5 numbers, that does not represent your life or death vision board. If you picked 5 and that doesn't represent your life vision board, let's go a step further. Let's go a step further. If you picked 5, can you pick 3 more numbers in your phone right now? If you really scroll through your phone, can you pick 3 more numbers to erase? That's a total of 8 numbers. So you are opening up your phone for more friends, more family, more mentorship. Who can erase 3 more numbers? Who has that much confidence in themselves that they know that they can replace all those people they just took out their phone? And when you erase these numbers, don't try to find them on social media. Don't try to hit them up. Oh, I need your number. If they're out your phone, keep them out your phone. But I want to know, for those that did 5, who got the heart to go a step further and do 3 more? Who got the press 1 if you can erase 3 more? That's a total of 8 people. 8. Now ask yourself why you ain't been did this. Think about your own confidence. Because trust me, things that I'm telling you, something I struggle with. I used to collect people. I just wanted numbers in my phone just so I could feel secure. Even though the people in my phone didn't match my season, I just wanted them in my phone. I wanted to feel secure. That's the only reason why they were there. And days I was bored, and days I didn't have shit going on for myself, I would hit them up. Hey man, I'm just checking in. Why? And that right there kept me lazy of finding people that could see me now and match my season right now. Who has the confidence in themselves to erase 3 more numbers? So that's 8 numbers. 8. Who got that confidence? This is important. This is important because you're picking yourself, okay? You're picking yourself, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being selfish. They tricked you. They lied to you. They told you to put the world over yourself. You don't put the world over yourself. You pick yourself. Do you understand? You pick yourself. And when your cup runneth over, everybody else can drink as that cup runneth over. But you make sure that this go around in your life, you make sure that your cup runneth over because they lied to you. Okay? Now last one, we're going to go a step further. Let's make it an even 10. Who can delete 2 more numbers out their phone? 2. Make it 10. I promise you, you will not be missing anything. You will not even miss these people. But when you go to sleep tonight and you wake up in the morning, you're going to wake up with a different level of thinking and you'll have a sense of urgency to go be seen out here. To go be seen. Anything you want in the world is out there. The world just doesn't know you exist. So who got the confidence to go in their phone right now and erase 2 more? Make it an even 10. You started out with 5. And your confidence went up. That's the only way you could have went to 3. You started out with 5, then you went to 3. You went to 8. All right? Go to 10. Who got the confidence to erase 2 more? 2. That's it. 2. Make it an even 10. And I promise you, when you go out into the world, if you practice the 5 master keys of confidence, you're going to have great relationships. You're going to think differently about yourself. Your life will have more meaning. Okay? Make it an even 10. Bet on yourself and double down. Double down. If you erase 10 people, 10 or more out of your phone, and you are confident that you can replace them with better product, press 1, yo. Press 1. Press 1. And this is not about being antisocial. This is not about not fucking with people. This is about having confidence that we can attract the people that we need. But you got to push something down to pick something else, sip something up. If all you had to do to get blessings was erase 10 people out your phone, this is you making a burnt offering. This is you making a sacrifice. 10 people out of your phone so you can have 20 new people. This is about you. Pick yourself this go around. There's nothing wrong with picking yourself, I promise you. There is nothing wrong with being selfish. There is a certain level of narcissistic mindset that is mandatory for you to move forward. You have to think you are the best. You have to think you are the greatest. You have to think nobody can fuck with you. There's nothing wrong with that. You have to be so secure in yourself that a light inside of you beams outside of you, and people just want to get next to you because you come through with the sauce. You just did yourself a huge favor, and you've been doing yourself a huge disservice by believing these liars, saying it's not about you, saying that you are dysfunctional, saying you're trauma, none of that shit. Saying you come from poverty, they lied to you. You had it all along. That was the lie. You feel me? You've had this all along. You've been dope all along. When you was in high school unsure about yourself, you was always the shit. You came here the shit, or else you wouldn't even be here, or else the things I'm saying, you wouldn't even be able to feel it. You'll just unfollow me. You always been that nigga. You always been that chick. Always. They lied to you and it made you think that it was about the world. Don't worry about leaving the world in a better place. Worry about leaving yourself in a better place than where you started. You feel me? That is your work to do. All right? Feel me? So now your phone is lighter, okay? And you're not under the illusion that you have a support system. So now you could go make your family. You can handpick it. And that's your right. You understand? So, if you want to follow up with me, you can hit me on my hotline, 888-565-8734, 888-565-8734. That is the Nothing But Game hotline, and that's if you want to do a one-on-one mentorship and you pay as you go. It's 888-565-8734. My name is Ken Billions. Change your life by changing your confidence, and don't believe these liars. You are that motherfucker, and you always been. All right? Check out the ebook below, The Whole Rules. Cop that, and I will see you guys later. I love y'all, but make sure you love yourself too. Peace.